marijuana is legal to smoke, to sell, and to buy, and that's because the state is already taxing it. Tom Lydon here with his story. So, anything to this, Tom?
Well, he's right about this. Minnesota is one of more than 20 states that does have a legal tax of marijuana. There's even a form you can fill out and everything. It was seen as another way to go after drug dealers for failure to pay taxes. But one man sees the law as a green light to open up for business.
In the small southern Minnesota town of St. Charles, just off Main Street, you'll find a barbershop called The Buzz, where you might get more than a trim.
So you want to be the first legal marijuana dispensary?
According to the newspapers, I am.
Well, you're the first illegal dispensary at this point.
No, I'm the first lawful dispensary, and I'm still fighting it in the courts.
Stephen Conlon argues it's perfectly legal to sell marijuana because the Minnesota Department of Revenue actually issues a stamp for it. Anyone with more than 42.5 grams of marijuana can anonymously buy a stamp, taxing pot at $3.50 per gram. In nearly 30 years the law has been on the books, 11,000 stamps have been sold. Most of them to Conlon, who has 7,000 in pot stamps.
And I bought them with the intention of going into the legal marijuana business.
It's hardly been easy. The sheriff has raided his home and business a couple times, seizing plants, guns, and high-grade weed with a street value of 85 grand. At the time, Conlon was actually on the ballot for mayor. He lost the election and in court.
And we haven't seen a business plan for Mr. Conlon's business at this point. So we really can't form an opinion on, what type of business that he wants to open up in St. Charles.
If they've collected the tax, there is no crime.
In fact, the statute's pretty clear. The pot stamp doesn't grant immunity from criminal prosecution.
Paragraph H.
But Conlon, who's not a lawyer, takes a word here, a phrase there,
Criminal provision.
and knits together his own interpretation.
You did not read 645. You told me you did not read 645. Now you're lying to me. You're lying to me.
Your behavior seems really unpredictable and strange.
For now, Conlon's just selling t-shirts, no marijuana, he says. He doesn't even have a cosmetology license yet. Just a storefront and a clever name, waiting for the world to change.
I don't know, how much weed are you smoking, dude? Because really, you've twisted this around up to fairly well.
Leave.
The interview actually went on from there for another 30 minutes. It's extremely rare for someone to be charged with criminal possession and failure to pay the tax, although a state Supreme Court ruling says that would not be considered double jeopardy. By the way, the penalties for not paying the tax far, far greater than the criminal penalties for possession. $14,000 and 7 years in jail. So make sure you pay the tax. Tom Lydon, Fox 9 News.
10 at 10 starts now.
Hi, everyone. I'm Randy Meyer. Tonight in the 10 to 10 rundown, the calendar might say spring, but tell that to Mother Nature. Western Minnesota and the Dakotas dealing with everything from snow to tornadoes, funnel clouds. Meteorologist Ian Leonard has the very latest on that coming up in just a few minutes. But first, the report is in, and the latest safety results will have something